diner was busy that evening. Plates clattered, the smell of fried food filled the air, and conversations blended into a low hum. But at one corner booth, laughter wasn't friendly, it was cruel. 3 teenage boys leaned back in their seats, their eyes fixed on Emma, the new waitress. She was quiet, timid, and clearly nervous as she balanced plates with shaking hands. Careful, she might drop it. One boy jeered loudly, nudging his friend. Another whispered just loud enough for her to hear, "Bet she can't even handle this job." Their words cut sharper than broken glass. Emma's face flushed, but she forced a small smile, placing their plates down. One of the boys leaned forward, sticking out his foot. She tripped, nearly dropping the tray, and their cruel laughter erupted through the diner. Heads turned, but no one stepped in. Emma whispered, "Sorry," and hurried away, her chest tight with humiliation. Emma wasn't just any waitress. She was a 20-year-old college student trying to make ends meet. Life had never been easy. Her father had walked out years ago, and her mother worked 2 jobs. Emma picked up shifts at the diner after classes, dreaming of saving enough money to help pay the bills. But what most people didn't know was that Emma carried a secret. For years, she had been training in martial arts. It started as therapy. Her mother had signed her up after she was bullied in middle school, hoping it would give her confidence. But Emma didn't just practice, she mastered it. She studied Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, training quietly, never showing off, never needing to prove herself. She believed in peace first. But that didn't mean she was weak. 2 back at the booth, the bullies weren't finished. When she returned with refills, one of them smirked, saying, "Maybe you should sit with us instead. You'd make a better decoration than a waitress." His hand reached out and tugged at her apron. Emma froze, her heart pounding. The whole diner was watching. Anger burned inside her, but so did fear. She had promised herself she would stay calm, stay invisible. But how much could one person take? When the boy laughed again, she snapped. Emma set down the trays slowly, her eyes locked on them. Her voice was calm, steady, and cold. "Don't touch me again," the boys smirked. "Or what?" One of them challenged, leaning back with arrogance. That was all the invitation she needed. In one swift motion, Emma grabbed the hand still clutching her apron, twisted it sharply, and pinned the boy's arm to the table. He yelped in pain, the entire diner gasping. His friends jumped up, but Emma was faster. A sharp knee strike to one stomach folded him over instantly, and a sweeping leg kick dropped the other flat on the floor. The diner erupted in stunned silence. Plates froze midair, forks dropped onto plates, and all eyes were locked on the quiet waitress who had just taken down 3 bullies in seconds. The boys groaned on the ground, clutching their stomachs and arms. Their arrogance was gone, replaced by wide-eyed fear. "Please stop," one of them whimpered. Emma stood tall, her breathing steady, her eyes fierce. But she didn't attack again. She didn't need to. She had already made her point. "Apologize," she demanded firmly. The boys looked at each other, then at the floor. Slowly, shakily, they got on their knees in front of her. "We're sorry," they muttered. "We didn't mean it." The entire diner broke into applause. Strangers clapped, some even cheered. Emma's cheeks flushed, but this time not from shame, from pride. Her manager rushed over, stunned. "Emma, are you okay?" She nodded, smiling softly for the first time that night. "I'm fine. I'm just done letting people treat me like I'm nothing." The bullies scrambled out of the diner, too humiliated to look back. And for the first time since she'd started the job, Emma felt free. That night, as she walked home, Emma replayed the moment in her mind. She wasn't proud of fighting, but she was proud of standing up for herself. Her martial arts training wasn't just about combat. It was about courage, control, and dignity. When she stepped into her small apartment, her mother noticed the spark in her eyes. "Rough night?" she asked gently. Emma smiled. "Not rough, just a turning point." The next day at the diner, people treated her differently. Regular customers smiled, offered kind words, and even whispered to others about the quiet waitress who took down 3 bullies. Emma didn't boast, she didn't brag. She simply carried herself taller, her confidence shining through. She had learned something powerful. True strength isn't about fists or kicks. It's about refusing to be broken by cruelty. From that day on, no one underestimated Emma again. And the story of the quiet waitress who brought bullies to their knees spread far beyond the walls of that small-town diner, reminding everyone who heard it that sometimes the softest voices carry the fiercest strength.